Lord.
Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and let Renee take it away. And Renee, I just want to thank you so much for, first of all, doing this and for just an amazing contributor. You're the #1 contributor to our community. I appreciate you so much. And I absolutely love watching your journey. It's amazing to watch, my friends.
Oh, thank you so much, Michelle. We love you. And I love all you guys on here. Get ready. So this is what I want to say. If you listen to Michelle this morning, let's all just be present. Let's not even comment right now. Let's not even pay attention to that. The only thing I want you to do right now to begin with is put in the comments, I am the creator. That's it. So as I'm talking, I want you to really listen to what I'm sharing today. I really, really was intentional. I've got about 8 pages I want to get through. I usually fly by the seat of my pants, but I am going to really try to stay on point with you guys today. So in the comments, just put I'm the creator. Other than that, let's just really listen. Let's take notes, because I'm finding, and even with myself 5.5 months ago in the journey, that I was not listening. I was not patient. And the comprehension of people coming in, and this is not being rude or mean, y'all just want to get to the dough, right? And I get it, me too. But I had to slow down to go fast. And the minute I did that, it all started to change for me. So today, let's just listen, let's comprehend, let's really take in what I'm sharing, because it's going to be impactful. The other thing I want to say to you is everybody in the world is created different. Okay. We are all different. So take what resonates, guys. Don't be offended by, I'm on a 6-year journey of transforming my life to my story and my beliefs. Okay. So if it doesn't resonate with you, I used to be like, oh, that's not right. And I grew up like that. You guys, it doesn't have to, it's not your story, right? Your story is your story. So if it doesn't resonate, just go, okay, that's cool. That's something new, but I don't resonate, right? The other thing is, don't get tripped up by some words that I have today. I never in my journey used to say manifest. It only means believe, guys. It just means believe. That's it. But I like that new word because like I said, it's a new journey for me. I embrace that word now. And I actually understand how to bring that manifestation into my life. And I'm going to show you how you guys to do that today. And it's going to be in your relationships, your business, your friendships, all of it. It will all tie together. Okay. So is that fair, guys? Put it 1 in the comments if that's fair. All right. So I'm going to start with this question, and you don't have to put it in the comments, but what is your story? Okay. I'm a 55-year-old mom, and I didn't even know my story. I was a mom. I was a daycare owner for 28 years. I was an aunt. I was a sister. I was all of these things. But I never really knew who I was, because I was told to grow up and go to college, do this, get the white picket fence, have your babies early, do all these things that I now realize at 55, I didn't really resonate with that. But I wanted to make my parents proud. I wanted to do all these things. So by the way, no, I didn't go to college. I went to college and I did aerobics for like 2 weeks and I quit. And I went back and started my daycare. That's what I wanted to do. So I did it. At your younger age, you're more apt to kind of do what you want. But as you get older, you really just kind of settle into the things that everybody imposed on you and said you were. And now your story, you don't even know your story. You really don't know who you are. And guys, if you do, great. But today I'm going to open that up, because when I ask what your story is, I think most of you probably have a blank on your paper right now because you don't know. All right. And this is going to tie right into your perfect customer. If you don't know your story and you really truly down within you don't know who you are and what you want, how can you connect to your perfect customer? You can't. So this is all about self-discovery. From 0 to 5.5 months, although I've been online 16 years, I owned a preschool at 19 and did all these things, I still didn't really know who I was and what I wanted. I'm 55. I've got new destinations. I actually am still learning who I am. But it's coming very clear in that, especially coming into this community and Michelle really triggering things inside me that days Michelle knows would piss me off. I'm like, you know what? I told my husband, did you hear that? And he goes, yeah, I heard it. He goes, maybe you should hear it. I'm like, okay. And I knew I was triggered, and she would tell you, you're going to be triggered by this. If you're triggered, guys, pay attention. You're within, okay? All the answers lie within you is trying to tell you something, but you're not listening because of all the noise that has been telling you what you should do, what you should be, and how you should act your whole life. That's why you don't know. So we're going to help you do that today, okay? Now, that story that you've been telling yourself for decades, hear me, for decades, you have played over and over and over. That's called looping. This is a new name. You are looping it like that figure 8 loop, right? How does it go? Like this, right? You are looping that lesson over and over, whether it's a wanted story or unwanted story. Oh my God, right? That unwanted story you give power to every single day. I can't do this. I'm not that good. I'll never make it in digital marketing. I'll never find the love of my life. Guess what? Every single time you speak the unwanted, you give power to it, and that is your reality. That is what you see in the 3D, my friend, every single day. And like it or not, you're like, what do you mean 3D? 3D is visual. It's what you see out there. And when you don't see that you're winning, when you don't see that you're making 600 daily pay yet, you kibosh it. You're done with it. This doesn't work. You throw in the towel. You got no grit. Can I tell you how to believe and receive / manifest? Okay, I'm trying to work with everybody here. Okay. How do you do it? You go within. You cannot keep getting coached by people that don't even know themselves, guys. How do they have your answers when they don't even know? So when you start listening, you're like, well, how do I do that? Just quiet. Just quiet yourself. Your answers lie within you, but you got so much noise going on, you never hear it. And then you get so anxious, you just stop. And then you start seeking, like Michelle was talking about, somebody's content, right? Instead of listening to Cecilia, they were in there wanting to know her content. But Cecilia's content, my content, Michelle's content will never help you. You want to look for 5 seconds, go ahead and see how the rhythm goes, but Michelle shows you every single day. You want to know why Cecilia is, and anybody else is successful, is because she's drawing her perfect customer. We all are a frequency, guys. The whole world is frequency. And so what works for her will never work for you, ever. Because the law of attraction comes to you. Your perfect customer is actually waiting for you to show up. So anybody coming in here is so anxious. Oh my God, I got to hurry and do this thing. I got to hurry and get this done because my perfect customer, I'm going to miss it. No. You will never miss out on your perfect customer. But if you don't show up, they'll miss out. Mm-hmm. Kelly can never have my customer. I can never have hers because it's the law of attraction. It's something that is yours can never, ever be taken from you. That is the way it works, guys. So hopefully that part right there is going to calm you down and go, okay, my perfect customer's waiting for me. I don't get to get all freaked out. I can come in here and learn, and I know they're waiting. But if you never get started, they will always wait. So that is all, you guys, it is. It's frequency. It's law of attraction. Let me tell you why. You know, if you ever meet somebody, you know, right off the bat, you're like, yeah, we don't jive. Okay. And it's all good. Love them where they're at, guys. We're all different, but you know that you don't jive. Mm-hmm. That is frequency. It's just another name. Mm-hmm. So you've got to start feeling and seeing what that feels like with you within. That is the frequency within. You've got to tap in within. Michelle, myself, anybody else will never have your answers. And it doesn't matter if it's, because it's not just business. We will never have the answers. The only way for you guys to do it is get in your car, do it crunchy, okay? Follow the steps and keep doing it. That's how I figured out my midlifers, right? My 6-figure mama. It was because I kept doing it. Then I kept feeling it. And I'm like, this is it. This is what I want to portray to my people. I didn't even know when I started. I had no clue. Can I tell you, I had no clue. And I lost lots of accounts and I had to start again. But I kept going because I knew this was for me. I knew I was going to impact lives. I knew it without a shadow of a doubt. You're not going to see it on the 3D, guys. You have to live it within. How do you live it within? You get up every day. You get yourself dressed. You listen to that music, right? You know that without a shadow of a doubt that you were meant for this. And now you've got to step on stage as the actor in a movie. You are the actor in your own movie. You create your story. Nobody else can ever do it for you. I had people asking me today, and bless their hearts, if you're on here, I love you. But Renee, can you look at my content? No, I can't, because I don't know who you are. I don't know your customer.
Yes.
But you will start tapping into that. Stop looking at everybody else. Michelle sets it up, right? So you're going to go in and you're going to be like, all right, I'm just going to say what she says today. And you're going to start getting your personality out there. Mm-hmm. TikTok's the best place. This is the best stage is TikTok.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. Nobody knows you.
Mm-hmm.
So freaking nobody, I don't care. And you're not going to care. So get on TikTok. It's your stage. It's your storefront, right? And you become that actor. What do you want to be today? Nobody knows that you haven't made 600 daily pay but you show up like you haven't.
Mm-hmm.
And so get on TikTok and just shine. Be the actor. Like pretend you're trying to get that part, right? In your own movie, because that's what your life is. It's a movie, guys. You create every scenario, wanted or unwanted. And if you all just beating yourself up right now, you have given so much power to the story that you don't even want every single day.
Yes.
And you guys have to now build a muscle to go within. This is what my family says. I want you to put in the comments, remember when. When we say something that goes against what we want, we say, oh, remember when? Because people say, I'm trying. I want this. I hope. You're going to always be hoping, trying, and wishing. It doesn't work. That doesn't go anywhere. It stays stagnant. It will never go anywhere. So now you just have to go in and know within it's already created. Now, guys, I know this is going to be mind-blowing. Listen to this. The moment you ask God, the universe, for something, okay, a new Rubicon Jeep, the moment you see that, you feel it, you want it, it's actually already there. Right? Because the Bible says, if you believe, you shall receive. The problem is that you don't believe it. So it's manifested in that second, but it may take you 12 years to get it because within you, you repel it. You're repelling everything you want because of the subconscious thinking all day. Think about how many thoughts you think all day long. Now think about your thoughts, what you're giving power to. Now you can see what you see in your 3D reality, right? The outside where you can actually see. Because you are mirroring everything that you're thinking and you're speaking. Therefore, you're getting it. Mm-hmm. Right? I never knew that. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's so true. So let's go real quick again. So I'm going to go back to my notes real quick because I put this at the very end and then I'm going to get back on track. Okay, so law of assumption is this. Okay, 2 different words. Law of assumption, you don't even have to fully believe something, but you can assume it will still happen. You're like, what? Yeah, that in the Bible is the faith of a mustard seed, friend. That means it's not full faith. But if you assume it and you know it, believe it, you achieve it. Do you see what I'm saying on the play on words instead of like going, oh, I don't want to look at that? I look at everything now that comes across my desk. I have learned so much. Before I was like so narrow-minded. It's like, oh no, that word. Oh my gosh, you guys, don't do that. Don't do that. Open your mind up because it really has the same meaning of probably something that you've learned your whole entire life. But now I resonate more with that. Probably because a lot of things, not our parents meant well for us, but we took on all their burdens. We took on all their struggles. We took on, and maybe yours wasn't that way. Maybe you took on abundance and gratitude. But we take on all these heavy things that, our kids here, we don't have enough money. We can't go on vacation. You guys are empowering that. And now you're passing it on to your kids. That is your story. Who wants to change the story today? Put a 2 in the comments. You have the power to change your story every single day, but you're going to have to build the muscle because you all been living in lack for how many decades? Guys, I'm one of them. I get it. I understand. So you've got to change the story, or the story never changes and you're going to be sitting in the same place in 2025. Okay. And we don't want that. And this is self-discovery, guys, all the way around. Coming into Michelle's community, you want to talk about self-discovery. On top of the 8-month course I took was mind-blowing. I came in April. My husband and my dad both had heart attacks, one open heart surgery. I mean, it was crazy. I left the community and I came back in July and I was ready. I knew at that moment, I couldn't handle it. And I had to go work on myself. So I took an 8-month course. Completely changed it all. The course just showed me how to rely on myself, to go within me and stop grabbing at Michelle and stop grabbing at all these people that are making the daily pay. They will never have your answers. Okay, I gotta stay on track. Here we go. Okay, so you're going to change everything. How do you do that? With the aligned thought of what you want, and you're going to build it up. So in that moment today, if you're like, man, this stinks, I don't like my video. No, I love that video. I did great. I did it crunchy before I did it cute. And you guys, it's going to take time, and you're going to start flipping it. Say, remember when it wasn't good, because that's going to reverse everything you say. Remember when. Put sticky notes all over your house. Okay, you've got to change it. Nothing you do is set in stone. At that minute that you say something that is unwanted, change it. Because that's changing it into, you're putting it out into the universe, right? And whatever that is what you receive. So your words and your thoughts, you guys, think about what you think about all day long without even knowing it. You are manifesting your 3D reality. You're like, but Renee, I've stayed on track. And I've been saying I want this, guys. I've been staying on track for my new home. We haven't owned a home for decades. They took both my houses that I bought in my 30s, and it wasn't my fault. But guess what? I played that over and over, and not until now am I getting my home, because I relived that I would never get it back. And guess what? That was exactly what was dished to me over and over and over. So don't think that you're the only one that's gone through. But Renee, you don't know my childhood. I don't want to know your childhood. It's your old story. Drop the baggage in the garbage can. Let it go. I had a one-on-one yesterday, my first one-on-one. It was moving. And we spoke, and this person lost her mom. And I said, I understand that. And that's so hard. But that's the story. And love her. She's gone. She wants you to move on, and she wants you to create a new story. Only you can do it, guys. You are no less powerful than me. We are all powerful. You were created that way. But you've been bogged down by what everybody's told you to be, how to act. You guys, let me tell you something. For 8 months, I didn't even speak to some family members of mine, because I finally said enough's enough. No, we're fine. We're fine now. But they didn't understand what I was going through, and I no longer wanted to explain my journey. I no longer wanted to explain why I have changed some beliefs in my life, because I don't have to. Every, 9 billion people on this planet has their own belief. That means that you can call that their own belief, their own religion, whatever. Imagine that. We don't all have the same belief. So isn't that where love and light comes in? We're not supposed to be the same. We're not supposed to judge people. I love that somebody says, I do this, and this. I'm like, well, that's crazy. Never heard of that before, but I love that for you. I used to judge, but I That's how I grew up. I changed it. I love learning. I love different people's religions and how they think, guys, because they're not wrong. It's their belief. You can't say one thing is right in this world and somebody else is wrong. You can't do that. Okay? That's all about love. That's all about their journey. That's all about their story. That's all about their lesson. And now I embrace, that's why I want to travel the world, guys. I'm embracing what other people believe. And if you really dig deep, you're going to learn that it is really no different than what you actually believed. It's just different terms. It's different training. It's different words. Okay. All right. So nothing is permanent. It just feels permanent. Right. But you got to change that. We're going to do that. Whether you know it or not, you place the meaning on things and situations you give power to. We already talked about that. Mind your mind. Right. Mind your mind. Michelle talks about it all the time. And you guys, your subconscious runs wild with all the things you don't want. When you go to bed at night, you're going to start doing this. Close your eyes. Think about all the great things that happen in your day. Because what you go to sleep with is what you wake up with. Don't think it's true? It's true. Now, when you're asleep, your mind is going to be focused on, the daily pay, the good relationships, how grateful you are, the gratitude, all of that. It is going to start changing. You've got to do this. You have to, because you have been living the unwanted life for so long, right? The dreaded story. It's your story. You and only you gave power to the wanted or unwanted. So you change it. All right. Now, I had some crazy stuff going on in my business, guys. Yesterday, I woke up and I looked at my husband. I said, "Are you kidding me right now?" And then I said, "I'm done." I said, "No, I'm not. I never give up." And if I could tell you what's going on in my business, y'all would have gave up. I bawled like a baby yesterday. I haven't cried that hard in I don't know how long. I released all the unwanted energy. And I got back to it. Guys, I got back to it. And I don't have to go into it. It is not good. But guess what? You know what I said? It is good. I'm learning a lesson. I'm empowering myself. Because guess what? God, the universe is going. I looked at my husband. I said, and I think I was talking to Courtney yesterday. I said, I was crying on the phone with her. I said, "You got to be kidding me. They must have something really big in store for me because these lessons are wild." Guys, I learned this too. You're not condemned. Okay. You're learning to live. And this is a choice. You don't have to agree. I don't care. Okay. I've done homework. You can live your heaven on earth right now, or you can live your hell. Which one are you living? It's your story. Okay. I grew up in church, guys. I'm not religious. Not anymore. Okay. And this is not against anybody. I finally said, this doesn't make sense to me. This doesn't make sense to me. And I'm going to dig deeper and I'm going to find out what makes sense to me. I'm creating my heaven. That's it. Put in the comments what you're creating. Heaven. I'm just going to say heaven. I don't even like the other word. All right. So let's get to this, guys. Let's get to it. Oh my God. That was only page 2. Okay. Okay. We want to. See, I get on a rampage, guys, and I probably went through a lot of this already. Okay. So we talked about looping earlier. When the lesson is not learned, you're going to be given another lesson and it's going to look completely different. Start paying attention to it. You're going to get the lesson over and over. That's the lesson I learned. No home for a decade. But can I tell you, I can have any home I want. I already have it. I already envision it. I already see the large glass sliding doors. I already see the pool. I already see my husband. He's the maintenance guy. He loves doing that. I already smell the lemons in the kitchen. I already have my cup of coffee. My hair's in a cute bun. And we're just laughing away going, we had this the whole time. And we have been through, you guys. So have you. Your story is no more woe is me than anybody else. Knock it off. I could write 3 books about my life. Okay. I'd rather go on stage. I'm not a book writer. I did try. Oh, I did try. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so you can change or transfer the situation. You guys got to nip it in the butt. Start today. Put sticky notes around your house. Remember when. You have to transfer that because for a little bit here, you're not going to see it on the outside. You know what I started doing before I started doing making the 600 daily pay, guys? I get on my phone like this and I see my stripe and I'm like, whoa, 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 like 600, 600, right? Because I know within it's already there. I have to connect with that. And then I said, well, I don't really like, I mean, the 4 products are okay, but I really like the 600. That's my belief. Guess what happens, guys? I sold 5 that are not 600 because I believe it, because I'm the creator, because I believe it wholeheartedly that it is the best for my customer. And guess what? They trust me and they believe me and they buy the 600. Now use that in every area of your life. It works, guys, but you're going to have to dig deep and you're going to have to stay aligned with everything within you. You and only you can create the outcome. That's it. It's simple, but it's not, because you got to get rid of the storylines. You got to let them go. I don't care if you've been broke. You're not broke. You just spoke it. Stop. I'm abundant. I'm grateful. Like I said, I could write 3 books. Okay. All right. Change your transfer. When you change the story, you shift. Okay. Now, when you change the story, I'm going to use 2 different words here. Okay. You will shift into a new reality. Okay. You will change your new reality. Now, people don't like shift because they think that's weird language. Hear me out. Have you ever seen a person? Okay. Michelle is a great example. Michelle was in network marketing like me. That's why I was her perfect customer. Okay. We had that frequency. And trust me, she knows the story. I went through somebody else, found her, and joined Michelle. I didn't align with the other person, but I was being nosy. So I found Michelle and I felt it. I knew it, right? And she has triggered me time and time again. And I love you for that, Michelle. Okay, so now I gotta figure, the shift. Okay. So you look at Michelle, she has shifted, she has changed from being a mom wanting to make $54,000 a year to saying, okay, I'm going to better my game. And now what are we at? I call her the $1 million mentor, right? She shifted. You see a friend, oh my God, in high school, they weren't that good. I remember when they were saying they lost everything. And now that guy's a millionaire. They shifted. They felt themselves in the reality. Guys, I work at home all day. I get dressed up every day. You want to know why? Because I'm the CEO. You can't just drag yourself in. I have to feel it, right? I have to know it. That's how you internalize it and then eventually see it on the outside. Okay. So I really hope you guys are grasping that. I don't even know what number I'm. Put a 5 in the comments if you guys resonate with it. I really don't. And Michelle knows I'm not a numbers girl. I'll keep track. I'm getting better. Okay. All right. So it's all about deciding who you are. So you're going to decide who you are today. You're going to start. You don't know your story yet, guys. That's okay. But as you make your videos, you are going to learn your story. You're going to learn who you are. You're going to show up with self-discovery. And you, in the next 90 days, as long as you do this, right? Everything Michelle tells you to do, you are going to be a different person. Guys, I'm not even the same person. Even from the last 60-day run, I'm not the same person. That person would have quit with what's going on in my business right now. I would have quit. I'll be honest. I would have. But I will no longer quit on myself. I will no longer quit on my family. And when you're quitting on all the customers out there waiting for you to show up, all because you're afraid of what? TikTok, nobody knows you. Show up in character. Be bold. They don't know that you're not successful. You are successful though, right? But that's the word you guys use. You are already successful. You just haven't aligned with it yet. But they don't know that you haven't made a sale. You do. And then when you get on there, you're speaking and you can tell you haven't made a sale. I can feel your energy. I can see it. Last night, new TikTok account. He says, okay, Renee, I think the problem is this. You're using a different platform, CapCut. Let's try it and let's see if it works. And he goes, but you got to use TikTok. I thought that was the problem. And I did get a lot of leads from it. And I showed up and you could tell I was tired. I was dealing with a lot of stuff behind the scenes. But I still showed up. I still ended up getting 700 views. No, it was the first one on that channel, so we're not sure yet. But I still showed up. But I could sense my energy was different. But like Michelle says, you got to do it anyway. And I did it. Because all day I wasn't able to post my content because of what I was, being challenged with. And still at 12 o'clock at night, I was trying to at least get one video out on each of my platforms because I don't know what's going on. That's the boss. That's pushing forward. That was giving 110% in between everything that happened. Okay. All right. So stories, beliefs, because it was passed down. Remember, the stories and beliefs passed down by your family members aren't your story. Please understand that. Because so many families for decades and decades and years and hundreds of thousands of years or whatever it is, I don't even know the numbers, have been passed down. And because you want to make money, guys, listen to this. I used to think I want to make all that money, and I felt guilty over that. Why? You're supposed to be abundant. And then you know what I would say is, oh, I want to make that money because I want to help people. You want to know why people say that? Because you don't believe you're worthy. You do not believe you're worthy to be a six-figure earner. You do not believe you're worthy to be a millionaire. That's why you say, I want to help other people. You guys, you cannot help other people unless you help yourself first. Okay? I've been saying this for 3 years. You're on an airplane. You put the mask on yourself first, and then you put it on the child. And then I grew up going, oh, you got to love everybody else before you love yourself. No. And then I had to relearn to love myself, guys, because I was taught that. How can I love my husband and my children with all my heart if I don't even love me? I had to relearn to love me, guys, because of life. You need to look in the mirror every day when you first wake up, and this is a proven fact. Brush your teeth with your left hand. It's wild. It's crazy. Okay? It's messy. But I want you to do it because Joe Dispenza says it triggers a lot of things that you need to start using on the other side of your brain. Number one. Number two, I don't care how jacked up you look in the morning. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and I want you to say, I love you, Renee. I love you, Renee. I love you, Renee. I love you. You're amazing. I love you. I love you. I love you. And you need to do this every single day. Has totally transformed my life. A lot of you don't love yourselves. You don't even know who you are. But guess what? Here's the great news that changes today. And you're going to say, I know who I am. I'm embracing that. I'm discovering that. I won't quit. I got grit. I'm not interested. I'm obsessed. When Tim said those words, my whole light bulb went off. And I'm on TikTok going, I'm not interested. I'm obsessed. What are you? Do you know I had people join me on that live? They signed up. I had to learn, you guys. I was a very shy girl. Okay, I'm a twin. My twin and I both have twins. And I grew up very shy. And I am not that girl. I got beaten down. I got used by friends, and I had to get that grit. Right? Then I got network marketing, and took me years to build, and then I became a six-figure earner, and then that was gone. And then I was building again 5 months ago, and then I had people coming against me because I wasn't making the money anymore, because I'm like, done. Make your own money. Right? Learn it. But nobody wants to, right? The real people will grasp onto this day. You will go forward. You will become a new version of you because it's already sitting there. Your new home sitting there. Your Ferrari sitting there. I don't care what you want. You deserve it. You weren't put here to be lack. And that person making $1 million is no different than you. Do y'all know? When I heard this is wild too. $1 is the same as $1 million. But I know y'all don't believe it. Most of you probably don't believe it. It is just frequency. Okay? It is crazy. The million is sitting there. The trillion is sitting there, but you don't believe it. I just thought, oh my gosh. Do you know how many times growing up I would say, oh, I don't need that kind of money. Oh my God. Do you know what I did? Money is a frequency. If you don't want money, money doesn't want you. It's that simple. It won't come to you, guys. Now I say I'm highly favored by money. Money comes to me in all directions, not just in daily pay. I took daily pay and I invested in something, two things that are mind blowing to me. And I'm so grateful. And guess what? Now I have people and things coming at me because I'm open, right? I'm open. It flows to me. It comes to me. I don't have to try. It's already mine. You can say it like this. You know, I mean, if you are the child of the king, okay, if you are, let's just say that for a second. Okay, let's just envision that. Then why would a rich father have poor children? You're like, what? He wouldn't. I'm telling you guys, the stuff I learned growing up has totally flipped because I went searching for 6 years. The last year and a half has been a wild ride. And there's a lot of things that I can't talk about because it would throw people off so far. So I know what to talk about. My inner self knows what to talk about. It knows what to share today. It really does. You have that same thing inside you that will navigate you every single time. Quit asking somebody what car to buy, what house to buy, what husband to marry. Quit it. They don't know because they don't even know themselves. The only coach that you need to be paying for is you. It's free. Okay? It is. You have to go within. You have to dig deep. And you don't know how to do that yet, but that takes practice. Align yourself with everything you want. Okay? All right. So remember the labels, the doctor, the nurse, all that stuff, right? I'm a doctor, I'm a nurse, all that. You guys are more than that. All right? You just lost your inner identity. And a lot of times we've lost them as a child. When I was a kid, guys, the bionic woman, like I'd run in my backyard, right? And I'd make that stinking noise. And I swear to God, I thought I was her. I did. I would go up the hills, I'd bite the dust, and I'd be like, I felt it. And then I liked Isis, right? You stand there and all the smoke comes around, and some of you all too young, you don't even know who she is. And so, that was it. I was her. And then Superwoman, right? You're like, whoa, okay, I want that outfit, right? Maybe not get into it now, but I want that outfit. And so I'm just like, I felt it. See, kids know it. They know what's within them. You guys don't take it from them until it's time for them to get a job. And then you all tell them, excuse me, Joey, we're done playing Superman and you got to grow up. No, it was within you the whole time, but society taught you something different. You guys trust me when I tell you what I'm teaching you today. Society is starting to learn what I'm sharing with you. That's why you see the baby boomers coming out. That's why you see, the empty nesters going, I can do this. I can rock this. You guys, come on. We played in the streets till it was dark. Nobody even checked on us for 8 hours. Then the lights went on and we came home. Hey, remember me? Right? They didn't check on you. Because we're playing in the streets. They knew we were safe. It's just the way it was. We're resilient. We have grit. So do you. You just have to learn it. You have to go within. Okay? All right. Now, think about your canvas. Think about your story. If you have to go buy a canvas today, go buy one. I don't care if you're an artist or not. I'm not. Okay? My daughter is. What are you going to paint today? What is your story? If you can't visualize it within, you will never see it without. You will never see it in the 3D ever. Doesn't matter. Okay? Because you don't feel it. All right. So I'm going to go through here. Let me see what else I got for you guys. Okay. So when you're clear on this, guys, you're going to get rid of the self-doubt, the unworthiness, the stuck, the brain fog. You'll stop being paralyzed and you'll start moving forward. Okay. So put in the comments. I think we're on 6. Put in the comments a 6 if you guys have ever thought you were the imposter syndrome, right? Let me tell you what the imposter syndrome is. Going to blow your mind. I remember, you can believe it or not believe this. Okay. So The imposter syndrome, where you think, oh my gosh, people think, oh my gosh. Okay, let me give you an example. One of my customers, her brother got on TikTok and said, oh my God, Susie, that's not you. Like, that's an imposter. What are you trying to do? I said, well, I told you not to invite your family. I did tell them that. Don't invite your family. We don't give a rip because friends and family won't join you. And if they do, they're a diamond in the rough. So good luck with that. I've got 16 years experience and it just doesn't happen. Okay. And then they blame you and it's just a crazy story. So anyways, he says, you're an imposter. And I'm like, okay, that's so crazy. The person that you say is the imposter that's that is showing up with a new story is actually the real you. The imposter is the real you trying to break out from all of society's conditions that you took on in your story your whole life. Could be decades. Keep going with the imposter. It's you. You're branching out. You want the new norm. What you feel inside, guys, is because you already have it. You've already done it. I know that doesn't make sense. There's a lesson in here you're trying to learn. That's why you're repeating it. But whatever you want inside you is already there, or you would have never wanted it. I hope that makes sense. So today, show up as the imposter because it's the real you. Right? If you already made 6 figures, how would you show up? That's how you show up every single day. And that's how you're going to become the real you that says so. I'm joining Shelly. I'm joining Kelly and Cindy and Michelle. Oh my God, I feel that. Michelle talks about it all the time. But you show up going, that's not the real me. What do I think I'm doing? Oh my gosh, who do I think I am? You know who you are. You're just being reminded of it. You really are, guys. You're being reminded of it. And it reminds you every day, but you ignore it. Because you're uncomfortable and you're scared. Fear is bad advice. Fear is bad advice from yourself and from other people. Okay, so you have to learn that. Okay, let me see this, Mose. Okay, we're getting there. Has anybody ever heard of number 7? I didn't know I was going to have all these things. Number 7. All right, so anybody ever heard of the Book of Life or Akashic Records? No? So in the church, you talk about the Book of Life. Akashic Records is just another name for it. Okay? What that means is before you were even here, the moment you were created, okay, you had a book written about you that you actually wrote. You wrote it. Most people will leave this earth and never turn a page. Is that how you want to leave this earth? Never turning a page. Your book is so full, but you're so afraid because of somebody judging you that you won't even flip the page. This is what I talk about on my TikToks. Do you know how many destinations you have? Guys, I'm just starting a whole new storyline. I'll be an empty nester. I mean, if they leave, I don't know if they're leaving, but it's okay. Either way. Right? But I am. And we're going. My husband, Sean, and I, we're traveling the world. We're going. We're not going to. We already are. See, I have to change it. We already are. I see it. 30 years married in June, 32 together. And in Greece, I will wear one of those blue dresses on the white things with the blue caps. And somebody beginning to be taking the picture. I see it. I feel the wind. We've watched, walking with our kids behind us in the sand. Guys, I've seen it so many times. I've seen this at the airport, me looking back, and my oldest son is with us traveling. And I look back at my family and I'm like, my God, like I believed it. I embodied it. Like I've already been there, guys. I see it. I know it. That's how you live. And I know it's a new concept. It's okay. It's okay. It's new. It's foreign. Again, pick what's right for you. But you got to change the story. No one's going to change it. No one's coming to save you. When I heard that 6 years ago in my MLM, I said, oh, that's not nice. No, it's not nice, but it's the truth. We're here to love you. We're here to push you. We're not here to baby you. Okay. Once all my people kind of get set up, and I really do guide them through it. But after that, I'm like, go here, go there. Renee, it's not working. Oh, because you're not working it. Go here, go there. Go to this video. Watch that again. I just know, I feel it. We already know because we've gone through it. Whatever you're sitting at, Michelle's gone through, I've gone through, Cecilia's gone through. I went through it. I know exactly where you're sitting today. I had to, I don't even want to say fail forward, guys, because everything's a lesson. If you don't learn from it and you're not growing, then there's no self-discovery, and you still cannot attract your perfect customer because you do not know who you are. If you don't recognize you, neither will they. They won't. Okay. You guys got this. I'm telling you, you do. All right. So imposter syndrome, break down. What's your story? So I'm going to ask you again, just start thinking about this, write it down. What's your story? What is your story? Okay. All right. The real you wants success, freedom, and happiness. What does Cecilia say? I found my happy. I refound my happy. Okay. Also says in the Bible, without vision, people perish. Right. The reason why I say that is for people with terminology. No vision. If you have no vision, you don't know where you're going, you can't succeed. And you won't. It's just the cold hard facts. Okay. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay. No more looking to others. From this day forward, stop looking to others. Don't DM people in schools and ask them to look at your stuff, because I love you, but don't. I don't know your perfect customer. No more saying I've been doing this, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You aren't doing anything wrong. You just haven't done it long enough. And you still don't know your perfect customer. How do you do that? Or Renee, how do I do that? You keep plugging in every single day. You do the 90-day run. You watch the perfect customer again. You do it crunchy before you do it cute. And you just keep going and going and going. And guess what? The dots start to connect. And all of a sudden, you have people going, info. You just haven't done it enough. You haven't done it long enough. Do not compare yourself. I'll be honest with you. Michelle, do I go on your page all that much? I love Michelle. And if I see her, I will stop in, toot my horn, say hey, whatever. But I don't do that with anybody in the community. You want to know why? Because I lost focus. And then I started comparing myself. Yes, months ago. And then I said, how am I going to find myself if I keep looking at that and that and that? And that, my friend, stop looking at everybody else. As a matter of fact, now I do, you guys, I do support anybody I do see. But I started changing out where I'm looking at my hashtags. And so that way it brings in a whole new customer base. And if I see you, I support you. But a lot of people probably don't see me right now because I changed that. So don't look at anybody. It's the only way you're going to find you. Okay. Looking to others, visualize, feel. Okay. Now, I already told you guys that. Wow, we're getting it. Subconscious runs wild. Okay. Now remember, the muscle you got to build, because your subconscious is so used to running wild with all the negative, you got to nip it in the butt. I'm not kidding you. Put stickies all over the house. So when you walk in that room and you went from doing your video to, oh, that was crap. No, it wasn't. It was a trial run. So you can get better and better and better and better. You guys, that's all it is. Get better at your skill. Like they say, Rome wasn't built overnight. Okay, I'm moving. Okay, seek answers. You have ever. Okay, when you live your authentic. Okay, so it's all about living your authentic, right? Do you know what that means for me, guys? Me now living my authentic life. I really, and I love everybody where they're at. I do. I love hearing stories. I love different ways to learn now. And my mind was never open to that. But I am so authentic to me. I do not care about your opinion. When you stop caring about somebody's opinion, you become the boss. You boss it up. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a feeling. And it's not being rude. But guys, why would you put somebody else's opinions and on you and put them first, and they're a stranger. And I love my family, but we don't agree on everything. That's okay. But I no longer let somebody tell me what I believe and what I should do. And I just nip it. No, this isn't a conversation. We were not meant to be cookie cutter. I don't want to follow in their footsteps. I want to know my true potential in my book. I want to know all the pages. I want to make sure that if I'm supposed to be on stage around the world, which I truly believe I'm supposed to be speaking, that you know what? I am going to fulfill that in my book. What's your book look like? You know how much is in your book? And if you can't push forward in a digital business, how y'all going to get there? You're not. 2024 is the year of more. You guys, it's waiting. It's a gift. Embrace it. All right. New story, movies, actors. No one knows. Okay. Okay. Old stories. Okay, guys, I'm going to tell you this too. Okay. So your old stories, I like to do the play on words because I told my husband, I said, I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm going to be me. But I'm going to use both scenarios just to help you out, because I understand that not everybody is where I'm at as far as seeking and finding different things. I'm not better, but see, you're supposed to seek and find. People seek and sit and wait for everybody to tell them what to do. That's not what the word meant, guys. It's seek and you shall find what you're looking for that is meant for you and only you. Nobody can tell you that. I don't care who they are. I don't. Doesn't matter. Now, if you're reliving the old stories, you can also call that you're in bondage, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I just call it an old story that you need to stop creating, giving power to it. It's that simple. How do you do that, Renee? Go within, quit seeking everywhere else. Okay, how do I go within a lot? I will stop and I will listen to different podcasts. I have music in the morning. I'm going to share that with you guys. I'm going to share a book with you guys. But I just sometimes, you know what I do? If anybody's ever heard of Abraham Hicks, I will listen to a fan or just a noise. That will align you in that moment to stop thinking about the unwanted and just connect again. Even if it's just quiet, it's connecting you and getting you realigned. That's all it is. And for all of you, okay, again, you don't have to agree with this. I used to think the more I meditated, the more I would manifest, the more I get. That's not true. Oh, I put cinnamon by my door. You can put cinnamon by your door. There's nothing wrong with that. But that is not going to manifest for you. I tried it. It doesn't work. Okay. Now it's a fun thing to do. You can do that, and you can sit there and meditate for 12 hours if you want. But see, a lot of people do these things thinking that that's how they're going to get the manifestation. No. The moment you want it, that thought has already produced what you want. Believe and receive. Now you align. That means getting rid of the old story, bringing in everything you want. That is the only way, because the manifestation happens like that. But your frequency is so whacked, right? Off track, going in all directions. It can't align. It's like a magnet that flips off of each other. It comes to you, boom, and it goes whoop, because you're not aligned. But it knows where to go, but it keeps slipping because your frequency is off. And when it's off, you're not authentic. And that's how it works. Okay. And if you don't believe that, that's okay. It's okay that you don't. All right. We talk about frequency. What character in your story? Yeah. What character are you guys going to show up today? I would love to see this on TikTok. How are you going to show up today? Right? Excuse my mouth, but I'm going to show up as the badass 6-figure mama, midlife and mama, right? That's how I'm showing up now, because I am. I already know the 6 figures have already done. I'm headed towards the million mark. I'm not even headed. I am a millionaire. See, I have to change it too, guys. You have to embrace it. Every single thing in your life, whether it's your SP, you know what an SP is? Special person. I didn't even know what that was when I was learning this training with this lady. Blew my mind. Excuse me, ma'am, what's an SP? Special person. Everything you want. Maybe you want that relationship. Well, you got to align with it. You have to believe that you're worthy of it, right? You're worthy of everything, but you were trained that you can't have it. Okay, guys, you got to put those people to the wayside. You got to get new friends. I don't even have the same friends I had last year. They weren't even friends. I had to find that out. And plus me, I excused them very quickly when I found out. I don't need it. My circle is very small. And I am like an outgoing person. I love people. But the moment you do something, like, I don't even blink. I had to learn that. Why? Because I'm worthy. I'm a great friend. I'm a great mentor. I'm a great wife. I'm a great mom. I'm a great business owner. I know it. That's not being conceited. That's owning it. That's just knowing within yourself, without a doubt, you know who you are. Guys, it's a journey. It didn't happen overnight. But I'm going to tell you what, when I came into this community and I plugged in to what I had learned and to what Michelle had trained, my whole life changed. It really did. And I'm not going to cry. Okay. We're almost done, I think. How much time we have, Michelle?
As long as you want.
Okay. So reverse your words. Remember when that you're going to build that muscle. Be patient with yourself. You're all beautiful. This right here, what did I say at the end here? You're a masterpiece. He created you as a masterpiece. He doesn't make mistakes. If he doesn't make mistakes, then why do you keep thinking you make mistakes? It's a lesson, guys. Quit beating yourself up. I told my kids, guys, listen, kids, you're not going to hell. They're all lessons. That's my belief. That's truly what my belief is. They're lessons. Learn your lesson. And I tell my kids, plug in. And I know when my kids are plugging in, well, what do you think about this, this, and this? Guys, look, they're graduating. And I said, you can either get a 9 to 5 or you can plug into this. And they have to, because it's their homework. It's their homework. And I couldn't think of a better curriculum this year, Michelle, than your community. But they are worthy. They are learning. They are growing. What do you think you're doing? You've got to do this and pass this to your generations, guys. Now, digital marketing is it. It's not the 9 to 5. And if you're still doing a 9 to 5, embrace it. It's okay. Be grateful for that. But know you are transitioning. Know that it's already done. Envision it every single day so you can see it. Okay. All right. So here's a little thing. Watch your thoughts. They become your words. Watch your words. They become your actions. Watch your actions. They become your habits. Watch your habits. They become your character. And watch your character. It becomes your destiny. That's all you. You can't blame me. You can't blame your mom. You can't blame anything that happened. And I know, guys, some people really grew up with some tough stuff. But do you know Tony Robbins, the way he grew up, he had to run from a freaking bus stop to go get to, I think it was an interview or his job. I don't know. The bus didn't come. I don't know. But guys, your woe is me and your stories don't work. They bog you down. You give power to it every single day. You have to stop. Right? And you have this community. Nicholas said, you have this community. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Because we're not going to do it for you. Right? It's just not going to happen. The self-discovery and the growth, you guys, I say it's a 50K bonus community. Really, it's $1 million community. I keep changing my mind on that because it really is. And imagine this, people come in and they don't, where do I find that? Well, were you on the Zoom? Do you know there's a search bar? Do you know that there's all free training in there? And we can't do it for you. But guess what? We're going to come alongside you and we're going to be boldly honest with you that you create your story, you create your life, you create your destiny. And sometimes it's not fun. Sometimes it just outright sucks. Cry it out, pull your bootstraps up and try again. Not even try, do it again. Do it over and over and over, and you will master it. All of you guys in this room today, by the next 90 days are not going to be the same person if you take this seriously today. I'm not going to be the same. Even Michelle said today, this is so wild. Michelle was talking about stories today. I said, honey, do you hear this? Do you hear what Michelle's talking about? Do you see all my notes, honey? And he goes, yeah, all the same stuff. My dad's in the background going, go, Renee, go, Renee. He's 79, okay? He's so cute. But she was talking about stories today. What's your story? And I saw everything she was talking about. I'm like, oh my gosh, right? Oh my gosh. She talked about vision. Lack of vision, you what? You perish, guys. It's the truth. You don't have vision. You don't know your story. So you can't attract that customer. Work on your story. Work on yourself. When you do that over the next, you guys, my first 12 days, $1,250. I kicked and screamed in the middle of that, because Michelle was telling me some stuff. And so it was all good. After that, for like 12 days, I had no sales. I'm like, what's going on? What'd I do? She's like, you didn't do anything. Plug in, be the CEO, pull up your bootstraps, knock it off, whiner, get going. And I'm like, okay, I'm plugging in. You guys, do you know I didn't even look at anything that week? I mean, I looked, but I was so plugged into my perfect customer. I had an $8,500 week and almost a $15,000 month in October. November was almost 17,000. Mind blowing. And then from November to December, I did what? I hit, and I was in bed for 2 days. I don't even want to claim anything. In bed, could barely push out my content. I get it out, and I end up on day, I think it was 58, I hit $30,200. And I said, Michelle, I'm doing it. And before in network marketing, I would say, you know what? I'm going to make 10,000. I never believed it. I never achieved it. And then now my husband's like, it's wild. And then you say you're going to make 30K and you do it. I'm like, yeah, because I have it within me. I have the power. I know who I am. Y'all have it. You all have it. You just didn't know it. Now release the baggage and stop. Show up today on TikTok as a brand new person. Think about it today. What's my new storyline? How am I going to show up on TikTok? What are the fun keywords? Not my keywords, your keywords. I'm not saying midlifers, I own that. I don't own it. Okay, you could use it. But I'm just saying, I use midlifer. 6-figure, midlife and mama. Right? I just started feeling that. How can I connect with them? How can you guys know I love being funny. I love having fun with it. It's like the highlight of my day. I want to make people laugh. Quit being serious about life. It's not going to get you anywhere. All right. So I think we're going to wrap this up. So you don't want to take customers. Okay. Remember, the customer that didn't join you is not yours. So move on. This is not. So Michelle, we talked about story and vision. Okay. Cecilia, more into
Oh no. Did we lose her? Is she like froze for you guys too? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hopefully she'll be back. You guys, is this not amazing? Like, oh my goodness. So every Monday, you guys, I go inside our blueprint and I listen to the winning mindset or the art of persuasion. And I've just now decided this is my every Monday. I will listen to this every Monday morning because it's so powerful. And hopefully she comes back to us. Oh my goodness. Yes. So good. Yeah. And if you guys are just getting on or you got on, like if you didn't get on the very moment that started, you got to go back because she laid a dump truck of nuggets, didn't she, you guys, at the very beginning? Like she poured at the very beginning. So make sure you go back and listen to it. Oh no, where's she at? I wonder if she thinks she's still like, here, dang it, my phone's in the other room. I was gonna text her real quick. If anybody has her phone number, can you text her? Courtney, can you text her and let her know that we can't hear her? You text her? Okay, good. Oh no, that's so crazy. But yeah, you guys, like you have to go back and listen. Matter of fact, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages of notes that I have. Nine pages of notes. And I will tell you what, I know I'm going to listen to this again and I'll probably get 19 pages because I'm going to achieve, hear even more than what I missed. So, ooh, her power went down. She is coming back. Thank you, Courtney. Oh my goodness. And I know she said that one thing, Dawn, that you wanted her to repeat it. So do I. So just when we open up at the very end for Q&A, just ask her. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a really amazing month inside of our community. Like it really has, with all of the people presenting. And here, let me make her co-host here. And like Tim last night, it's just been amazing. Okay. Renee, are you under just, I'm gonna, oh my gosh, I hope I'm making the right person. There's a Renee that just got on. Oh, I'm back. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that was you. Okay, I just made you co-host, so you should be good to go.
Oh my God, you guys, the power went out. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Oh my gosh, where there's a will, there's a way. So I had to upload that really quick, but that was fast. Yeah, somebody doesn't want me on here, right? That's hilarious. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna wrap this up really quick, and then we're gonna answer questions. But we were talking about Cecilia more in 2024. Tim, interested to obsess. Nicholas, you have everything you need, right? Your reality is not set in stone. You change it. All right, really quick. Okay. Yep, I did everything. Okay, so I want to tell you some songs I listen to. Mandisa every morning. Okay, Overcomer. Listen to that. Mandisa, there's a song just called Good Morning. That'll wake your butt up. Then Rachel Platten, Platten, Platten. It is my fight song. Take back my life song. That is what I listen to. Okay, you see how we all have something in common? We all listen to things that uplift us and keep us on track. It is so amazing. Okay, now, is that it, or did I have anything else? Oh, this book, I just got this book. Okay, it says one truth, one law. I create. One truth, and I'll give this to Michelle. Her name is Erin Worley. I create. Guys, the great I am is within you, so you are the I am. That's why you're supposed to create. Right? But you don't get that sometimes. So you guys, today, you're going to go out there, and I have no doubt that you are going to be the I am. You're going to create, because everything he gave you inside you to be successful, there's nothing he left out. There's nothing he missed. You were supposed to figure it out in the book. It's your book, so write it. Okay, we're done.
So you had said something, you guys remember the very first few words were? You had said something that was so powerful. Can you repeat that?
Oh, and like when I first started?
No, like just before you lost electricity. Your belief becomes your thoughts become your words.
Oh, yeah. You want me to say that again?
Yes.
Okay. So watch your thoughts, because remember, what you think and you speak, you manifest in that moment. That's why you have to say, remember when. Put a sticky note everywhere. Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny. Right? So powerful. As a quote from Gandhi. Yes. Thanks for the reminder on that. It is so powerful. So, yeah, so I don't know, Michelle, whatever you want me to do.
Awesome. Let me see, you guys. We can take a little bit of Q&A if you're good. Okay.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay, so what you guys need to do, just use the emoji reaction, and you can raise your hand, and then we will let me see. Okay, you guys should be able to mute yourself now. Anybody have any questions? This was so good, by the way.
Oh,
I said when
welcome,
you were,
Linda.
I said when you had lost electricity, Renee, I was like, okay, this is it. Because every Monday is my motivational, my mindset Monday, right? And I go back to our digital product and I listen to like some of the winning mindset or the art of persuasion. I'm like, oh, no, not anymore. Every Monday is going to be listening to this again. I have 9 pages of notes, Renee, and I'm like, I guarantee I can listen to it again and probably get 19 more. So this was absolutely powerful. Matter of fact, every time I get a brand new customer, they're going to have to listen to this because it's
I'm
like,
honored.
it is that powerful. Literally, it's that powerful. So Jill has a question.
Yes.
I can't
Hi,
thank you
Jill.
enough. Hi. I can't thank you enough. I just don't have words to express my gratitude right now, but thank you. Could you please elaborate a little more on the remember when? I'm not sure that I'm
Yes.
clear on that.
Okay, so we always say things that we don't want, the unwanted stories. We're used to saying it all day long, right? My day's going bad. I always say, you know, instead of saying my day's not going bad, I just say remember when it was going bad. Remember when I had a crappy day. Remember when I didn't make the $600 sale, meaning you did. So that's just the words that we took on in my family. So that way we could reverse and start training our minds and build a whole new muscle on, you know, what we do want in our story.
Okay,
You
thank
could
you.
you could think of something else too that, you know, that maybe you want to say instead. It's just what we say around the house. I say, remember when, like my kids say something, I'm like, remember when? Remember when you didn't have that sale? So hopefully
Perfect.
that helps you.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
No, that was good. That's really good. Whew. Anyone else have any other questions or comments? Anyone?
Hi guys. Hi Renee.
Hi.
So I was at our local park today because I had to get out and go for a walk. It's such a beautiful day here in Texas where I'm at. And the reminder popped up about the momentum Zoom meeting. And I was thinking, no, I'll be okay. But I remembered, Michelle, you were in my head. You were saying you got to go all in or you're not in at all. And I thought, okay, I'm going to listen. I'm going to walk around. I'm going to listen. And it was a godsend because I tell you, I'm still trying to figure out my story. I'm still trying to figure out me. I'm still trying to figure out my perfect customer. And your words of inspiration are just mind blowing. And I'm starting to rewrite my story. I'm redoing my chapter. My husband and I, we lost our dog in November, and we are not around family and friends to be able to, you know, help us out with our tragedy. Anyway, we just put our house up for sale. It went up for sale today. We decided that we are moving back to friends and family. We're redoing a chapter. I got more inspiration for my story and to be able to find my perfect customer. So thank you so much for the inspiration. Thank you for getting my head out of my hind end and and you know, helping me rewrite my story, you know, listening to you.
Absolutely.
You.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. It's already there waiting for you, girl. Just a line.
So powerful. Yeah. And what I would recommend, Amy, if you missed the very beginning, I would definitely recommend going back because it was really good. Like
I actually heard the whole
you.
thing when I was walking. I heard the whole thing. So, but I will be going back and listening again for more, you know, so I can write things down as well. So
Awesome.
thank you, Renee, and thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, it was powerful. Absolutely powerful. So, awesome. Anybody else have any other questions? Anybody?
Hey. Hi, it's Lizelle.
Hi.
Hi, I just wanted to say this is so inspiring because, you know, my bigger takeaway from this is I have this thing I have started to say this past year that if something goes wrong, I would say, oh, it's the story of my life. And I've written it down now. Scrap your story, write your new one. So this is, wow, this is so awesome because we are so easily looking back to the past. And although I've been saying it, that's something you normally go on because the only evidence is the past. because whatever is ahead, you have not yet seen. You haven't yet walked in those in this new path. So yeah, it was just very inspiring. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Awesome. That's so good. Anybody else?
So awesome. You're welcome.
I just wanted to say thank you, Renee. Very powerful.
Oh,
I appreciate it. By the way, I'm a midlifer too. It means at my age, I'm going to live to 134.
that's right.
I love it.
Love you, my friend.
So good. Well, again, Renee, thank you so much. And, you know, I know the hiccups that you've been going through even yesterday, and that you showed up today and did this call, and how you showed up, you know, is quite amazing. And what I would love is, you know, of course, definitely for you to come back, but for you to come back and even share that, you know, what happened is because, you know, the little things people get frustrated over or whine over, you know, and then how you showed up and delivered today, I think would be an amazing aha moment for them. So I just want you to know how
Awesome.
much I appreciate you, and thank you very much for this.
Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you, and absolutely anytime. Anytime. You guys got this.
Yes, we all got this. So everybody
All right,
have a good
everybody
day.
have a
Thanks
blessed
again,
day.
Renee.
Thanks, Michelle.
Bye.